People, and welcome for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in again to the Digital Cash Flow Architect. And I want to talk a little bit today about Arbcore. Now, what is Arbcore? It's another arbitrage platform that has been around for a couple months now, and I want to dive into it and test it out myself. Now, with all of these programs in crypto and all of these passive income programs, I personally am never telling you that it's safe. I'm never telling you that it's guaranteed to last. I'm never telling you that you're only going to make profits because losses are possible. Platforms come and platforms go. They always say they're the best thing since sliced bread. They always got licenses and this and that and everything else under the sun to prove their legitimacy. And sometimes that is just not true. Is that the case here? I don't know. But I will never make promises about this program or any other. So just know that when you tune into my content, you get involved in any of these programs at your own risk, okay? They could be here for years or they could be gone tomorrow. That is the reality of this space. Many people will not admit that, but I am not that person, okay? So with all that being said, I want to dive into this and just show you a couple of things in the presentation, show you where you could find the presentation so you could go through it yourself, and then show you how to get started if you so choose to do so. All right. And also, I am not giving you any kind of financial advice or advice in general. I'm just giving information about this program and sharing what I'm doing. Okay. What you choose to do is up to you. So let me turn this way very quickly so we can see a couple of these things a little better. All right. So open crypto arbitrage. Local broadcasts, the TXID transactions, right? So they're basically saying that you could track this stuff on the blockchain. Automated and logical. Again, I'm not going to go through this all. There's really just a couple things I want to show you that I think are relevant information to let you know basically how it works, right? If you want to get involved or not. This is one of those slides here that I really want to talk about. So basically, people always want to know how much can I earn, right? So once you get started, you can earn up to 1.07% daily, okay? The minimum to get started is $50. If you're doing 1.07% daily, that's roughly 33% a month ROI. And with this platform, you can make withdrawals anytime you have at least $10 in profit accrued. And what I really like about this is that you could set up automatic withdrawals. So you don't have to come in and ask for it. Every time you reach $10, they'll just send you your funds, right? So that's pretty cool. Or you could turn that feature off and auto compound, in which case your account can grow faster. All right. And I think it's like one more thing I'll show you, which is just the fact that they have a reward program. Oh, the other thing I'll show you is this. How does it work? It pays out until you reach 250% profit, okay? Or 250% of the amount that you started with. So if you start with $100, it'll go until you have 250. If you start with $1,000, it'll run until you got $2,500. Of course, you can start again or have multiple bots running, right? But the contract, each one is going to run until you reach 250% of the amount that you get started with. And after 30 days, you are able to withdraw your initial capital minus any profits that you have already withdrew. So that's pretty cool. And that's what I want to show you there. Let's go into the app here. All right, let me show you this real quick. They got partners, right? They got a partner program. And on the partner program, they're going to give you 5% reward, or for whatever people deposit that you bring to the table, your frontline folk, you're going to get 5% of that. Okay. And then on the back end, it's a little delay. You're going to get 10% of your network income. Okay. So the program uses a ranking model that determines the depth of levels from which you receive daily accruals. Upon closing each rank, you will receive rewards. Okay. So pretty interesting. And obviously you could rank up and get bonuses and so have you. I'll do another video where we go deeper into it. But essentially, you know, the first rank is bronze, very attainable. It opens up levels 1 through 3. And all you have to do is have a personal deposit of $250, a total volume of 500 under your team, at least 2 people you referred personally, and a maximum withdrawal of $1,000 a day is what will be allowed if you're in that bronze level, which is, you know, you're qualified for levels 1 through 3, and then it goes up from there. Again, I'm not going to go into all this. You can look at it yourself in the back office if you choose to. Okay, so let me go ahead into the account and show you some stuff there. There is an additional reward program, a cashback program that they have. As you rank up, you qualify to get cash back, right? So to give the example here, if you had you close the rank of bronze, you receive payouts from 3 volumes, right? 1,000 USDT reward is $20 USDT, 2,500, you wind up getting $30. So again, you can look at all this, and I'll do another video that goes a little deeper into the compensation plan, but just kind of want to show you where you can find this stuff and how to get started. All right, so real easy. If you want to find that presentation, once you register, you don't have to deposit any funds, but once you register, if you go to the main menu, which is the little 4 box in the upper left-hand corner, and just scroll down, you'll see presentation, okay? And when you click that, it will open up a new window and have that presentation for you to look at and go through. You also can, you know, just come in here and look around, right? You don't have to deposit funds. You register, you could come in here and look around. This is the main screen that you're going to come to. This is where everything's going to happen. Very easy program to get started, okay? So basically, once you register, if you want to start the arbitrage trading, you first have to make a deposit, right? You have to have funds in the platform. Once you deposit your funds, then you're going to just hit that button that says auto trading and it will run. It's just that simple, okay? So what do they accept as forms of deposits? And also the same things they accept as deposit is what you can be paid out in, right? So they accept USDT Tether on several different blockchains. You got USDT TON, you know, the Oprah network. You got USDT BEP20 or BNB. They got Polygon and Ethereum, right? So you got all those different versions of USDT. For those that choose to, you could also deposit Ethereum, you could deposit Bitcoin, Solana, and BNB, but those deposit minimums are a little higher, way higher actually, right? So whereas, let me show you, if you deposit USDT Tether, it doesn't matter what network it's on. Look on the bottom of the screen there, the minimum amount is going to be $50 if you deposit Tether in any form, right? Now, if you deposit, let's say, I don't know, Bitcoin, that's going to require 0.05 Bitcoin, which is a lot more than $50, right? We know that. If you deposit, what is this over here? BNB. They want 1 BNB. What's 1 BNB right now? Like $600, something like that, right? So clearly, if you want to test the waters and start with a smaller amount, you're going to, you know, it's easier to use USDT because the minimum is only $50. It moves faster in the blockchain. All the reasons why people like USDT. Personally, I am using the BNB version of USDT. I like that one of the options here. The fees are lower. There's no memos I got to put. It's just what I'm doing. Okay, you guys do what you choose to. So just want to show you that. The auto withdrawal feature is pretty cool as well. And let me show you that. All right, so all you do is click the little button up top that says auto withdrawal. And then, of course, you're going to choose the asset you want to get paid in. And they give you the same options that you had for deposits. USDT on the TON, Ethereum, and what is it? The BNB blockchain, Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. Right? All that's the same, BNB. Now, what you're going to do is put in your wallet address where you want them to pay you out at. You got to create your 2FA code before you could do that, but go through that process. And once you do that, and you're in your wallet in here and click save, it's pretty simple. They will pay you out every time you accrue at least $10. It'll automatically shoot that payment to your wallet. You don't have to request withdrawals. Pretty awesome. Now, if you want to compound, then what you're going to do is hit this reinvest profit, right? And then you hit confirm. And then you will be compounding, right? So you got the 2 options, automatic balance payouts, where once a day, it'll see if you've accumulated at least $10. And if so, it will go ahead and pay you out automatically. And if you go ahead, you see under where it says my payouts, if you touch that little toggle, right, When this is enabled, you'll be compounding or reinvesting, okay? I'm gonna hit confirm so that my account does that. All right. Let me close that out. Again, all that is up under auto withdrawal right up top. All right, so this is where the magic happens. How do you get started? Let's deposit some funds in here and get this thing going, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit deposit. Personally, I am going to USDT on the BNB, blockchain, or the Binance Smart Chain, whatever you want to say it. BNB Smart Chain is really what it is. BEP20 is what I'm using. USDT BEP20. Obviously, I can scan the QR code and use it that way with my wallet, or I could copy the address and send the funds over. So let me go ahead and send some funds over, and I will be right back. All right, that's another reason I like the USDT. It moves real fast. That was real quick. It literally took like 30 seconds, and the funds are there. You see my balance is now $60. I sent that over literally a moment ago. So now that I have a balance, I'm literally going to just touch right here where it says auto trading. And that's it. We're done. Okay. I am actively using the arbitration bot. And when I come back in here and look, tomorrow, I'll see profits. And whenever I have $10 in profits accrued, I will be able to make a withdrawal, right? But like I said, I'm putting mine on the auto compound feature. So that is what I'm doing with mine, okay? But that's it. That's there. I can click invoice and it shows you my deposit right here. If I hit go to invoice, right? Obviously, I could change the language if I need to. But that's basically it, man. It's just that simple. You make your deposit, you touch arbitrage, and it gets started, okay? And from there, the profit starts to build. Now, these other links, I'm not going to go through all of them. Like I say, you could log in and play around in here if that's what you want to do. But balances, it shows you your balance on the different networks, right? All I have is the Tether running right now. Okay, it's a pretty easy thing to kind of navigate and work your way through. And, again, it's another one of these arbitrage programs where you could maybe flip a little crypto and come out with a little more than what you started with, or maybe things don't work out and it's not awesome. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, but I'm not the one to make promises. A lot of people promises, and I don't get it, but it's their way. Okay. So if you want to get involved with this, you could find the information in the description below to do so. You can contact me if you need. We could chat about it. But Arbcore is a newish. It's been around a few months from what I could tell. I seen a presentation where I guess the devs or somebody high up in the company was explaining all the technicalities of how it works. It's about an hour long. I personally couldn't sit through it, but I will try to put the link to it in the video below if I could find it. If not, contact me and I'll get it to you, okay? But this is it, man. It's pretty simple platform. Arbitrage, they buy on one exchange for a lower price and sell it a little higher on another, or vice versa. Either way, that's how it goes, okay? So if you want to get involved, you know what to do. The link is going to be below. And then once you get involved, let me show you this here so you know where to find your affiliate links. If you are going to get rolling with this, you go to the main menu, scroll down, where you hit affiliate program, you'll find your link there that you could copy. And they give you a Telegram version, or just a regular website version, okay? Or just a regular version. You know what I'm talking about. It's also under the network program as well. Same thing, okay? Network program is obviously where you're going to be able to see your network rewards once you qualify for network rewards, okay? So very intuitive. I mean, it's very basic. It is what it says it is. You got to set up your Google two-factor authenticator to be able to do the automatic withdrawal. So if that's what you're going to do, that's what you got to do, right? And that's it, man. I just really wanted to share this real quick. I don't know if you guys have more questions, but I will make a few more videos about this thing in the days and weeks to come as it develops. I'll probably deposit some more funds. I'm just wetting my beak to get rolling, and I'll be, ramping it up as we go along. But if you got questions, holla at me. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Digital Cash Flow Architect. As always, beautiful people, I'm wishing you nothing but love and happiness, joy, success, and please stay profitable, stay happy, stay safe, stay beautiful.